Hello guys, in this video we will do more action than just printing hello messages between the Kali and the Android. What we will do instead, we will try to replicate some basic Linux shell commands using Python OS library, and then we will integrate them into our SSH tunnel. So let's get started by starting the Python console on my Android. And I will import the OS library. Okay, so to get the current working directory, we will use the get cwd or get current working directory function. So it is os.getcwd. Okay. And to list the files and folders for our current working directory, we will use list the dir or list dir and pass the current working directory as an argument. So it is os.listdir and we will pass os.get current working directory. And to get some information about the current operating system, we will use the function os.uname. And finally, if we want to change our current existing directory, we can use the os.chdr or change directory and then pass the directory that we want to jump to. So for example, if you want to move to a storage directory here in our Android, I'm gonna say os.chdr and then storage. Okay, and then to verify that we have moved to storage directory, we can use the get cwd function to verify that. And fair enough, we can see that currently we are inside the storage directory. Now to save some typing time, I added a few lines on both scripts. Here on the server side, I made an infinite loop to prompt us with the command that we are wishing to send to the target. And once we send the command, we will print out the received message back from the target. On the client side, I started by importing the OS library. Then I made an infinite loop to keep receiving the commands from the Kali machine. And I added a line saying that if we received a terminate command or keyword, we will close out and terminate the tunnel and then break the loop. Next, if the received command was pwd or print working directory, we will send back a string saying that the current working directory is along with the actual current working directory. Next, if we received or if we got an ls command or list command, we will store the output of os.listdir in a variable named dirs and then convert it into string and send it back to the Kali machine. Now, if we want to change the directory, on the Kali side, we have to send the cd command in a certain format. The format is cd, then space, then the directory that we want to jump to. So this implies that on the client side, we have to split the received statement based on the space character. And this split function will return two values for us. The first value is the string that precedes the space, and we will store it in a variable named code. The second returned value, which is the most important one, is the one that follows the space. This one contains the directory that we want to jump to, and we will store it in a variable named directory. Now after we change our directory to the new one, we will send back the current working directory, and if we got any exception, we will return an error to double check the directory. Finally, if we received uname command, we will send back the OS uname information. Now before moving on, I need to mention some few important enhancements that I recommend you to do it by yourself before going on to the next video. First enhancement that you could do is to put all of the OS commands within try and except statement just to handle any exception that could happen. Second, it is worth to add a final else statement to handle the case that if we got none of the mentioned command, we will return an error to the Kali server for something like unrecognized command. Finally, assume that the directory that we want to change contains spaces, like WhatsApp space images. In this case, we would have a problem in splitting the command based on the space string. And to solve this issue, you may need to make another formula and change the split based on other string like a special character. Alright, so let me start up the server and run the code on my Android device. And okay, we got our connection here. So let me quickly test a few commands, and I will start by exploring our current working directory. So I'm gonna type pwd or print working directory. Okay, then ls. Okay, and to get more information, as we said, about the operating system, I'm gonna type uname. Then cd storage. Notice that the format is cd keyword, then space, then the directory that we want to jump to, and in case it's storage. Now since storage directory does not contain any spaces, the command will work just fine. Okay. Now let's see what we have inside storage directory. So I will type list or ls, and let's jump to external SD card directory. And one more time, let's list what's inside this SD card. Okay, fair enough. Now let's see what will happen if we type a wrong directory. Like I'm gonna say cd, for example, ttt, and we got unrecognized or undefined directory. To double check this one. Okay, fair enough. In the next video, we will set up a secure FTP server, and we will see how easy to grab these files over a secure channel. That's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching.